They will tell you silence is weakness. They will call the quiet cowardice or the absence of courage. But they are wrong. Silence is not the absence of power, it is its purest form. It is a weapon the world does not understand, and when carried by a man who has walked through fire and returned with truth, it becomes an unshakable force. The world speaks to be heard, the wise remain silent to understand. When anger rises like a storm inside your chest, do not rush to speak. Let silence become your river, cooling, cleansing, steady. In that quiet, you will find the strength that fury always tries to imitate. Words thrown in anger become scars on the soul, but words born from peace become medicine. Be silent when provoked, when they try to pull you into their chaos, when they test the edges of your calm to feed their hunger for drama. They will call your stillness surrender, but it is mastery, a power that disarms the noise of small minds. Let their insults echo unanswered. Let their games end before they begin, because the one who doesn't react owns the field. And when pride whispers to you, asking for a stage, a crowd, applause, remember, pride is the hunger of the empty. Let your actions speak softly in the dark, because the loud man spends his legacy in a single night, but the quiet man builds his over a lifetime. Be silent when your decisions hold the weight of another's life. Do not rush to fix, to promise, to destroy. Words can rearrange destinies, and once spoken, they cannot be reclaimed. Wait until your silence turns into clarity. Then and only then speak, not to impress, but to illuminate. And when the crowd screams, when the world demands that you choose a side, remember this: wisdom never shouts. The mob will tempt you with certainty, with belonging, but the Stoic stands apart. His silence is not isolation, it is independence. In a world of noise, his quiet becomes rebellion. Walk through their chaos with stillness in your eyes. You will see what they cannot, the truth hiding beneath the noise. There will be moments when you sit with someone who suffers and every part of you wants to fix them. But silence in those moments is not cruelty, it is compassion. To simply stay, to listen without filling the air with advice, is to honor their pain. Let your silence say you are not alone, without pretending to heal what only time and grace can. Some truths must also remain unspoken, not because you are afraid, but because wisdom knows that timing is part of truth. A Stoic guards his words like a sword still in its sheath, ready, but restrained. Not all knowledge deserves to be spoken. Some must be carried quietly until the moment it can serve rather than destroy. This is not cowardice, this is sovereignty. The man who has mastered silence is the man who has mastered himself. He does not become quiet out of fear, he becomes quiet out of understanding. The world will never understand such calm. They will mistake it for mystery, they will try to break it, they will fill it with their own meanings. Let them. They will never understand the man who no longer feeds on noise. Because silence terrifies those who cannot sit with their own thoughts. It forces them to face the truth they run from. Let your silence be the mirror that reveals their weakness. Let it be the space where strength grows. Silence does not erase responsibility, it deepens it. The silent man must be steady when others tremble. He must be clear when others scream. He must carry truth without decoration. To be silent just to hide is cowardice. To be silent to protect truth is courage. There will be nights when your silence feels like exile, when your restraint feels like punishment, when the loneliness hums in your bones. Let it hum. For even in solitude, silence sharpens resolve. Every time you hold your tongue when rage burns, every time you refuse to answer the noise, you build armor. You become the man who cannot be moved by chaos. Remember the ruins created by words spoken too soon. Let them be your teachers. When anger calls, breathe. When others provoke, stay still. Let your calm speak louder than their shouting. In a world addicted to talking, to reacting, to proving, silence becomes your rebellion, your peace, your strength. Speak only when your words can heal, reveal, or end something worth ending. Everything else belongs to silence. Because the one who controls his voice controls his destiny. And the one who walks through storms without speaking learns that silence, true silence, is not emptiness. It is power. It is control. It is the quiet roar of a man who has nothing left to prove.